Hi, everyone. Welcome to tonight's session with Phrase It Live. My name is Alex. If you don't know me, I'm the founder and developer of Phrase It, a fun English language card game that helps you practice your English. Also, I've been teaching English for several years, and I want to help you improve your English. I'm also a dad, and my day job, I'm a marketer. I do a lot of marketing for people, so it's pretty fun. But I love teaching English, and that's why I'm doing this. So I would like to tell you that we're going to do 10 phrasal verbs tonight. Yes, we will do 10 phrasal verbs tonight. And with those phrasal verbs, we have 2 of them that have 3 words in them. So hopefully that will be fun. Hi, Brandon. Welcome. And if you want to hop in the chat, I have a question for all of you. And I'm going to have you answer this question before we get to our phrasal verbs. And I want you to tell me, do you have a favorite place you want to go? Where do you want to travel? Like, let's say everybody gets a vaccine and things are healthy again and people are going out and about again, which is a phrasal verb, out and about. It's like an idiom, means to travel again. So for you, I want you to type in the chat and say, I want to travel to. Okay. Also, if you stay with me until the end tonight, I'm going to give you a special discount code so you can get 10% off Phrase It or Phrase It 2. So stay with me until the end, and I'll put that discount code in the chat. So if you want to pick up these card games, you can. All right. So in the chat, please type, I want to travel to. All right. Brandon says he'd like to go to Iceland. Nice. A little cold there maybe, but yeah, maybe really fun place to try. I want to go to Ireland, another place, because my ancestors are from there, and it's very green. All right, cool. Thanks for sharing, Brandon, that you want to go to Iceland. Anybody else want to type in the chat tonight where you want to go? I'd like to go to, or I want to go to. And yeah, good job using a sentence too, Brandon. I just used one word, but yeah, it's better to use a full sentence in English writing for sure. But a lot of times with short conversation and texting, people make it shorter. All right, cool. All right, if no one else wants to share where they want to travel, that's fine. Thanks for sharing, Brandon. I'm glad you did. All right, so let's get ready. Tonight I have something different. I have a bell for everybody. So last time I had a buzzer. This is really loud. So if that just made it loud, that's great. Oh yeah, Italy. Yeah, that's a really pretty place. My wife and I want to travel to Italy too, Brandon. That's great. All right, so are you guys ready? Those of you who are just joining us, again, we're asking you, where do you want to travel? So that's the question. I'll put it in the chat here again. Where do you want to travel? And we'll wait about 1 more minute, and then we'll start the Phrase It game. Okay, so if you're ready to start the Phrase It game, we'll begin in about 1 minute. But as you get into the chat, if you're just arriving, again, my name's Alex. I want to help you improve your English. And to win 5 points tonight, I'm going to ring this very loud, obnoxious bell. Okay, Royal Kings, you said USA. You want to travel to the USA. Cool, great. All right, everybody else, welcome again. Yeah. Anybody else where you want to travel? Yeah, I'd like to go to Ireland. I would like to go to Brazil again. Well, I haven't been to Brazil, but I'd like to go to Brazil. Hi, Kunasa, welcome. All right, it's been about 1 minute, so we're going to start 10 phrasal verbs tonight. What you have to do is you need to listen and spell the word I say, and you'll get 5 points and a bell ring. As annoying and loud as it is, yes, you will get a bell ring and 5 points. So what I will do is I will say the word, and you listen and type in the chat. Okay, so we're going to listen and spell. Here we go. So if you're ready, you can give me a like, thumbs up on the video here. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber. And please, when you're done with this video tonight, share with your English learning friends. It will help them. Okay, so we're going to listen and spell tonight. All right. Hi, Nadini. Welcome. Great. Yeah, and if you want to type in the chat as you're coming in, say, I want to go to, I want to travel to. All right, Brandon is ready. Everybody else ready? Royal Kings, Kunasa, Nadini, Anybody else watching? Are you ready? We're going to listen and say this word, and I also want you to spell it in the chat. So your word tonight, we're going to do one first. We will listen and spell. Second, we'll say the sentence. And with the sentence, you get 5 more points too. But we're not doing the sentences until we spell it first, okay? And I have to say ready, set, go. All right, ready, set, go. Your word is grow up. Grow up. So type in the chat, grow up, and you will win 5 points. Grow up. Grow up. All right, Brandon, yes. You get 5 points. Way to go. Yes, that is grow up. So you typed in the chat, grow up. That is correct. Yes, Ludmila, correct. Yes, Konasa. Oh, actually, Konasa, not quite. The word is, yes, Nadini, it is grow up. Grow up. I hope it appears correct for you on this side, but yes, grow up. In the past tense, we say grew up, grew up, grow up. And so this is a really good conversational word for you. So if you're meeting someone for the first time and they're an English speaker and you're not sure what country they're from, maybe they're from England, maybe they're from Great Britain or South Africa, Australia, or maybe they speak another language, but you don't know. You might think, well, they might be American, but I'm not sure. Or maybe they're Russian. I don't know. A good question to ask in English if you have no idea where someone is from or their history is this question. Say, hey, where did you grow up? And when you say, where did you grow up? It helps you start a good conversation with somebody because then they will maybe tell a story instead of just like, oh, do you like chicken? Yes, no. That doesn't make a good English conversation. This word makes a great English conversation. So question for you is, I'm going to ask you, and I'm going to have you type in the chat, where did you grow up? Now, first person to type the answer using grow up in the sentence will get 5 points. Are you ready? Get set, type. First person, where did you grow up? Make a sentence to answer this. Where did you grow up? So I'm waiting for you to type. Say, I grew up. And you know what? I didn't give you the definition, so I'm so sorry. Grow up means to, yeah. Okay, great. Brandon, you get 5 points again. Oops, that was not loud. There's your 5 points. Good job. Yeah, okay. So you were born in Bolivia, but you grew up in Peru. So Peruvian culture. Cultura, I think you'd say in Spanish. Okay, Nadini, you grew up in India, grew up in Armenia. Nice. Cool. And then the next question you might ask for English conversation after you say, where did you grow up? Is you can say, oh, tell me about that. Oh, all right, Konasa, you grew up in Thailand. Nice. But the next follow-up question you'd ask in English is, tell me about where you grew up. And you'll change the present to past tense, and you can say it that way. And that will help you in your conversation with someone. Because even if native speaker to another native English speaker says this, like if I'm talking to somebody I just met, hi, I'm Alec. Well, with COVID, I wear a mask. Hi, you know. But if I say, hi, I'm Alex, you know, where are you from? But instead of saying, where are you from? Where did you grow up is a lot more powerful question. It really gets to the heart of someone, and they're like, oh, well, I grew up over here, and I did this and that, and it just gets you talking more. And then you can say, tell me about where you grew up. So that's a great conversation question for you to practice your English with someone. Thank you for answering too in the chat. So Brandon, you got 5 points and another 5 points for answering the sentence. By the way, please keep track of your points. If I give you 5 points, please at the end tell me I had this many points. You gave me this many points, Alex. Okay, so please let me know that. All right. Again, if you're just joining us, my name's Alex. I'm here to help you with your English. We're doing 10 phrasal verbs tonight. We just did 1. Now we're going to do 2 phrasal verbs that are 3-word phrasal verbs. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to have you listen and spell. Are you ready to listen and spell? Oh, Lena, thanks for joining tonight. Born in Ukraine and grew up in Ukraine and Russia. Okay, so you probably speak Ukrainian and Russian. So yeah, that would be what? Privyet or Как дела? they say. And sometimes I've had different friends of mine from Asia think that maybe I was German or Russian when I'm really American. Or maybe they thought somebody who was Russian or German was American and they weren't. So it's always important to ask this question again. Where did you grow up? It will help eliminate the wrong assumption. Okay, ready for the next word. Hi, Maria, welcome. You're able to type. Excellent. Okay, so I want you to listen and type. First person to spell this phrasal verb correctly gets 5 points. Are you ready? Here we go. Come up with. Come up with. Right? Come up with. So listen and say come up with. And hi again, Lena. And hi, Bria. And welcome, everyone. Yeah. All right, so listen and type come up with. All right, Konasa, woohoo! You get 5 points. All right, so Konasa gets 5 points. Yes, come up with. But correct spelling, Lena, Brandon. Good, Ludmila. Yes. Maria, yes, come up with. Excellent. That is your phrasal verb. Come up with. What does come up with mean? Yes, Nadine, good. Good job. Good practice. Yeah, come up with means to, has a couple different meanings. It means to have something that wasn't existing before, but is now in existence. That's a very common one. Yes, Lena, that's very common. People will come up with an idea. The other thing is an idea is the most common that we say, come up with an idea. Oh, there's a really great children's book. I have a video. I actually made a YouTube video on this really great children's book called What Do You Do with an Idea? It's an excellent book. It's actually here on YouTube. I'll find it and put it in the comments later, but it's a great book and it's excellent read on come up with. What do you do with an idea? Yeah, but come up with means to invent or create something, or something that wasn't there before is now there. And it's often used in like business meetings or inventing something, that kind of thing. All right, Royal Kings, standing with Indian farmers. So standing with would be a phrasal verb too. Yes, you would say standing with, meaning together with, which is a different phrasal verb than come up with. So come up with would be different than standing with. Standing with means you agree with or are next to somebody somewhere. All right, yeah. You have to come up with me. Okay, Nadine did another great example for you all tonight. That's the other definition, means you need to like join me. So not only do we use come up with is like inventing an idea, but come up with as in like join me. So when my wife and I are putting our children to bed, and you live in 2 different floors, you have a downstairs and an upstairs, we might look downstairs and my children are downstairs and say, hey, come up with me. It's time to brush your teeth and read stories and go to sleep, right? So we'll say, come up with me. We will do that. Or maybe, you might ask somebody who's down lower of one place that's higher. Maybe you're hiking in the mountains and you're reaching your hand for a friend to help them up a rock, maybe, and you say, oh, here, give me your hand and come up with me. I will help you. So that's come up with. Okay, now I want you to make your own sentence. First person to type their sentence with come up with, or you can use past tense, came up with, you'll get 5 points. Are you ready? Get set, go. Make your own sentence. Come up with, came up with, you can use the past tense too. Okay, Brandon. Yes, you'll come up with an offer that you won't regret. And that's also like a financial pitch, especially in construction jobs. If you're bidding, in English we say, I'm going to bid a job. And to bid a job means to offer your price for the work. So you might come up with an offer, meaning you're bidding on a job, and that you won't regret it. So if you do any kind of construction work, handyman jobs, anything like that, or even you do stuff online for work and you maybe use Upwork.com or maybe you use Fiverr.com, and you try to sell your services, you come up with an offer. So great job, Brandon. Good example. But yeah, and Nadini, that's a good sentence to come up with as well. All right, but you got to listen. Remember, I have to say ready, set, go, and then you type your sentence, and that's how you win the points. Okay, so we're going to keep going. Next phrasal verb is a 3-word one, and I have a video on that one I'll show you later. I'll just put it in here so you can watch it another time after we do it. So listen and type. Are you ready to listen and type? Yes? Yay? No? Say ready. I'm ready. Are you with me? Yes. Okay, Lena is ready. Great. 1, 2, 3. Catch up with. Catch up with. Listen and type. Catch up with. Catch up with. How do you spell that? Yes, Lena! You get 5 points. Catch up with. That is how you spell it. Also, if this is too loud, please type in the chat and say too loud, and I'll go back to my buzzer that I used last week. But yes, catch up with. Everybody got it. Yeah, great spelling. Brandon, Nadini, Konasa, Ludmila, and Beria. Yes, correct spelling for catch up with. Good job. All right, so what does catch up with? So what I've been doing too, just so you know, is I'm saying the word, I have you spell the word, then I define the word in case you don't know it, and then we do the sentence. Okay, so that's kind of what we're doing, just to help you. You're like, well, why didn't you give me points? Well, we do the word and spelling definition, and then you get points again for the sentence because you now know the definition. Okay, all right, so let's do that. Catch up with means to come alongside somebody, but like if I'm behind them, like we've got 2 things going here. Like, let's say there's 2 cars, like this one is catching up with this car, right? So, hey, how you doing? I'm great. You? Good. Nice to see you. You too. So we're catching up with them. So you're coming alongside them. That's catch up with. And another thing we do with catch up with is catch up with can mean I have a meeting with somebody, like, oh, I got to catch up with my friend tomorrow. So maybe I'll call them and schedule that appointment. But it means to like meet with someone. Okay. So does that make sense? And I have my video here for you on that on my YouTube channel. I made this back in 2017, but it helps you define it here, and I'm putting it in the chat. But that video in the chat, you can go there later because you want to practice and win points here with me. But go to that video later to learn more about catch up with. So are you ready to make a sentence with catch up with? Oh, by the way, listen and say this again. Catch up with. That's how we say it. Okay. Also, now I want you to listen and say past tense. So past tense, caught up with. Caught up with. Okay. So listen and say caught up with, catch up with. Okay. Ready? Yes, Nadini. I didn't say ready, set, go, but I'll give it to you anyway. So yes, but yes, make your own sentence. I will catch up with you and Rena and Raina. You might say yes. So I'll give you 5 points, Nadini, okay, because you jumped in there. But anybody else, type a sentence, catch up with. How would you use a sentence with catch up with? It's not the sauce we put on hot dogs or hamburgers, although it sounds exactly like that. Ketchup? Ketchup? What? Yes, it's the same sound, different spelling. And you want to hear the word with. That means it's a phrasal verb. Good job, Brandon. I had to work out to catch up with my teammates. Yes, great example. Excellent. Yeah, so that's catch up with. Okay? Yeah, any questions on that? We're good? Any other sentences? I catch up with, I caught up with. And again, for more deeper definition of this one, you can watch that video I put in chat later because I want you to stay with me here if you can. Also, if you like this video, please give it a like, a thumbs up. That would be great. It will help me so I can keep helping you. Okay, next phrasal verb. Oh, good job, Kunas. I'll catch up with my homework. Yes, that's another one. Means like I'm behind. I'm behind on a project, so I need to catch up on the dishes. Maybe if I leave the dishes too high in our sink and we're like, we need to clean those. we'll say, I need to catch up on my chores at home. That's another one, right? Or catch up with teammates, catch up with work. Excellent. All right, ready to listen and spell. You got your next phrasal verb. So the two we did that were 3 words are catch up with and come up with. So good job. The next one is, are you ready? 5 points. Here you go. Listen and type. Pick up. Pick up. Pick up. Okay? Pick up. Pick up. Yes, Lena, you get 5 points. Pick up. And Nadini, yes, 5 points too. Or wait, I'm sorry, no. Lena gets the 5 points. I said pick up. Good guess though, Ludmila. But it was pick up with a p. And actually, I don't use my voice when I make that sound with p. It's just my lips and my teeth, and it's air. It just goes out like p, not p. That would be like a B, the letter B. But for this one, it's p, 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 pick up. So good job practicing that one. Past tense, same thing, except ed. Picked up. And it would be a t sound. Not picked, but picked up with a T pronunciation. So we'd say yesterday Okay, so anyway, Lena, you got 5 points. Now, pick up means to get or receive something. Okay? To get or receive something is one definition. The second definition for pick up is sometimes like I might do this for my wife. I might tell her something nice to try to make her like me more. Men and women do this. We call them, you'll see it in Hollywood in the movies. It's called a pickup line, meaning like a line that tries to make the girl like the guy or the guy like the girl in some way. It's very common in Hollywood and movies and stuff. But I was very a dork when I started dating my wife before we got married and everything. And, you know, I would try to use lines to pick her up, meaning like say things that she might like to hear. And we call those in English, the idiom is pickup lines. So if you Google pickup lines, you'll see what some of those mean. But the main definition that's used most frequently is to get or receive something. So I'm going to have you use a sentence. I'm going to count to 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Type a sentence with pick up or past tense picked up, right? All right. Oh, Nadini got one in here. I will pick you. I will pick close. Pick up you. We would actually say I will pick you up tomorrow evening. So you'd want to put the. By the way, this is a separable phrasal verb too. So you want to put the you. You're going to say I will pick you up, and that's more frequently used. So I would give you the points, but you're close. I'm gonna have to give them to Brandon this time. I picked up some phrases when I visited Russia. Yes, Brandon, 5 points for you. I'm going to pick up my friend. We want to say I'm going to. You want to add the present progressive verb, the be verb, like I am going to. So konasa, very close. But you want to add that be verb in there just to make that understanding a little more clear. So you'd say, I'm going to pick up my friend because it's a future tense plan. So you could say, I will pick up my friend. But you need to have the be verb with going to for that future tense. Good. I picked up my son yesterday. Great sentence, Ludmila. Yes. Lena, I'm going to pick up my new pickup car directly from the dealer. Not quite. We would probably say I'm going to pick up my new. Do you own the car? If you own the car, then you wouldn't use that. But if you're renting the car, you would say rent. I'm going to pick up my new rental car directly from the dealer. Now, if it's a truck, like a truck, that actually is a pickup. But it's a noun. It's not the phrasal verb. So we'd say a truck is a pickup. Like, oh, I'm going to pick up my pickup truck. And it's often used as like a adjective or a noun itself. So you can say, I'm going to pick up my new pickup. If that's what you mean, like, do you guys know what a pickup is? It's like I don't have my kids. I should bring my kids' toy car next time. But A pickup is it has one cab and a flatbed, and it's like brr, brr. It can be loud. It's a big truck. So if it's a truck like a Dodge, a Ford 250, a Ford F-150, some of those things are trucks. You could say, Lena, I'm going to pick up my new pickup truck directly from the dealer. That would be correct. Does that make sense? If it's confusing, I'm sorry. I hope that makes sense. But if it's just a rental, you'd say I picked up my rental car. Okay, let's see some other sentences here. I picked up a friend at school. Good job, Royal Kings. Brandon, he picked up COVID-19 at work. Oh, yeah. That can happen. Pick up means to get or receive, right? One that we do is like what Ludmila said. I picked up my son. My wife and I would be like, oh, I picked up my son from karate tonight, or I picked up my children from school. That kind of thing is very common. Or I picked up my groceries if you ordered ahead of time. So good. Okay. So that is the fourth phrasal verb. We're going to do 6 more tonight. So stay with me. By the way, if you want to practice English in conversation with a small group of English learners, I'm creating my 8-week class, and it will go over all 70. Oops, I rang that bell. It will go over all 70 of the phrasal verbs in here. I will have quizzes and activities to make sure you understand how these are used, so that at the end of the 8 weeks of that course, you will get a certificate of completion from me and ESL With Purpose, my company. And so if you want to take that class, I have it on Thinkific is the platform. You can register for that free preview. And then as people sign up and as we get closer, you can register for that class. I put that link in there for you. It is going to be $200, just so you know, which is about the equivalent of maybe like $25 an hour if I were to tutor you. But as a small group, we're going to have a group that's going to practice English with phrasal verbs for 8 weeks. It's on Saturdays, and I hope it'll help you. I pick Saturdays because I work Monday through Friday. Many of you maybe work Monday through Friday or evening or in the day. And a Saturday morning is usually when a lot of people are somewhat available to join that class. And then I'll be giving you some activities and worksheets to practice with that too each week. You'll have one activity along with a quiz to pass. So that will help you. Okay, so enough on that. If you want to check out my class, go to that link. Classes begin Saturday, February 6th. So you have until then to say, do I want to join this group or do I not? But registration closes that Friday night, though, February 5th. So check it out. Learn it. You can learn with me together. I've been teaching English for a while, and I've taught small groups as well in the classroom setting. And I've taught a lot of students one-on-one as well through chat. But that's going to be like a small group mini class. I'll have a Zoom link too where you can practice your English. So just want to let you know about that upcoming class. All right. Next phrasal verb. Are you ready to listen and spell? Yes? You with me? Give me an emoji. Smile emoji, thumbs up emoji, hamburger emoji. If you know, emoji is the cute little thing. I actually love this site. There's this one here called Emojipedia. I use this when I plan like some social media marketing or helping people. You guys might like this one. Has some fun emojis you can copy and put on things in all your stuff. But I like Emojipedia. It's pretty cool. All right. Thank you. Ready. Listen. Yeah. Thanks, Lena. Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Royal Kings. Yes. Yeah. Anytime you want to hit in the chat a fun emoji, go for it. Okay. Yay. Yes. Awesome. Thanks. Listen to the word. 1, 2, 3. Look up. Look up. What? Look up. Right? Look up. Or, let me look up. Let me look up this word. Look up. Yes, Nadini. Nadini got 5 points. Good job. Look up. Yes. That's right, Konasa. Good spelling. Yes, Brandon. Yes, Ludmila. Yes, Berea. That is how you spell it. Oh, wait, Ludmila, not quite. Look up, not at, but close. Good guess. Look up. Yes. Look up. Yep. Means to discover something new. Like we say, look up a word. Is one definition is to discover or find something. Look up is to discover or find something. And then the second definition means to literally look up. Like, ooh, look up at the clouds. Oh, yeah. Or, ooh, look up at the stars at night. They're so pretty. Yes, look up. Okay? So now I'm going to count to 3, and then you get to type your own sentence. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Make a sentence with look up. Oh, and past tense is looked up with a T sound, not looked, looked. So you could use it in past tense too. Hey, Lena, look up the tree. Yeah, good practice. Give you 5 more points. Yep. So you look up the tree. But you might say look up at the tree. So in that one, you might say look up at the tree. Would sound a little more natural in conversation. Konasa, look up at the handsome guy. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. So you look up at, yep. Or research, or if you're online on Google and you're on like one of those dating sites or something, you're looking up different people. Google uses this a lot. Like, oh, look up a word, right? Let me look up what's happening in the news. Look up at the moon. Yep. Look up the birds. Good. And I forgot to say, you need to add that second preposition, look up at, and that's going to help you guys. Konasa, or I mean, not Konasa, but Ludmila and Royal Kings. You want to just add the word at. So look up at the moon, look up at the birds. In those expressions, we'd use the at word too in between those. So hopefully that helps you. Look up the word in the dictionary. Yes, I mean, that is correct. Brennan, President Biden will try to look up the U.S. economy. I wouldn't say look up, but a good guess. We would probably say he will try to bring back, or he might move up. Those would be a little closer in meaning than look up. However, we do have an idiom in English that is, oh, good one, Lena. I'm looking up the new type of bacteria. Yeah, and your research, that's a great one. You're looking up research. But there's an idiom we use with this phrase. So even though it's a phrasal verb, the idiom is things are looking up. And that means things are positive. They're going in the right direction. Like, okay, so kind of using Brandon's example, President Biden will try to look up the economy. I think that's what your idea was, but I wouldn't use it like that in that specific sentence. But I might say this. The president, this president is now elected, President Biden. Many people believe that things are looking up because he is president now. So I know it's a lot longer to say, but that's going to be a little more natural in a conversation you can have in English. You'd be like, hey, this is the president now. Things are looking up. That might be a little more natural, if that helps. Can you please speak slowly? Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm a native speaker, so I do talk very fast, Nadini. Yes. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'll try to speak a little slower. Anybody else? If I talk too fast, yeah, please type in the chat. Say, please slow down so I can understand you. All right, I'll try to remember slowing down, Nadini. Thank you for that good reminder. Okay, let's do the next phrasal verb. We're going to listen and say. Are you ready for 5 more points? Here we go. Listen and say. Try on. Try on. Try on. How do you spell that word? Please type. All right, Konasa, you get 5 points. Yes. Nadini, you were close. Yes. Thanks, Royal Kings. Yeah. And it really depends also on your English level. If you're watching this video, I am speaking kind of fast, kind of for high intermediate advanced English learners, but I will try to slow down a little bit to help those of you who are new, or yeah, if I am talking too fast, I do. Try on the shirt. Yes, that's a good sentence. I mean, I don't know if you knew the rules, but you have to wait till I say ready, set, go. Then you type the sentence. But I will give you 5 points for showing up and joining us tonight. So, Amin, you got 5 points for try on the shirt. Good sentence example. All right, anybody else? Try on means to, yeah, put something on. I try on a jacket. I don't know if these glasses fit. Maybe I'll try them on. And you'd be like, how do they look? Oh, they look okay. Yeah, I think I tried on the right kind of glasses. So try on. Yeah, you might try on many different items of clothing. Another expression that's similar to try on is try out with O-U-T. And try out means to do something new or different. Oh, yeah, Royal Kings, bummer. I'm sorry, internet's so slow. Eesh. Yeah, that's not always fun. And honestly, as a teacher, I really miss teaching students, international students in my community in a class. I do miss that. Try on this amazing dress. Yes, Ludmila, that is a correct one. Brandon, too. I tried on a new pair of shoes. Great sentences. Yeah, so try on, that's that word. Yep. Okay, so I gave the points, though, to Amin because he's new joining us. I don't think he knew the rules earlier, so I just gave him 5 points. Okay, next word. We have 4 more phrasal verbs. And at the end, if you stay with me, I will give you a discount code that you can use to get my Phrase It deck at 10% off its regular price. Okay, the next one is listen and type. 1, 2, 3, give back. Give back. Give back. How do you say this word? How do you spell give back? Lena, yes, you get 5 points. Yes, give back. Give back. Hey, Jasmine, welcome. Yes, you got it too. Nadini, you got it. And Kanasa, yes, try on, give back. Yep, both spellings. Give back is the correct spelling. So if you type that, Ludmila, yes. Amin, yes. Give back is the correct spelling. So looks like Lena got there first. So you get 5 points, Lena. Make sure you count your points again. And give back means to return an item. We return something. We give it back. We return it. I borrow a book from a friend. I give back a book. It can be anything that you borrow and return. Give back. Many businesses might say, especially in the United States, if you're using your card to make a purchase at the grocery store, and you check out at the grocery store, on the machine, the checkout, self-checkout place, there will be a screen that will pop up, or the cashier, they will say something like this. They will say, would you like cash back? And that's the machine or the cashier giving you back money. So that's a situation where you might see that. Okay, I'm going to count to 3, and then I want you to type a sentence with give back. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Go. All right. Oh, looks like Nadini jumped in there. Give me my pen back. Good. I give you the point, but I wanted you to wait until I said 3. But thank you. That's a good sentence. But I need someone to type a sentence with give back again. But great phrase. I give back my dress to the store. Yes, Konasa. Good example. Also, past tense is gave. With an A, we change the I to an A. We'll say give back, gave back, right? And I believe that if you learn these phrasal verbs, the English, the way we really talk, this will help you in conversation. It might even help you get a better job in your interview practice. All of these things. These phrasal verbs are how we talk in business all the time. So it's really helpful to know these in English. I give back my dress to the store. Can you give me my pencil back? Yes. They gave me nothing back. Yeah, Lena. Yeah. The store gave me nothing back. They took my money. Yeah, that happens. Give back my money that I have landed you. Close, I mean, yes, Nadine. Good sentence, too. I gave back the book. You might say the book. You have to add the article the. But I'm going to check Amin here. Amin, you said, give back my money that I have landed you. The word you want to use there is that I have loaned you. Not landed. Landed is like airplane takes off and lands. But loaned is giving you the money, to loan. But good guess. Yeah. But that's a good example. Give back my money that I loaned you. I will give back your money. Yep. Excellent. Way to go. Good job. All right. So again, at the very beginning, who got that one? I gave those 5 points to you, Konasa. So remember, at the very end of our time tonight, I forgot to do it last week. I said we were going to do it, and I forgot. At the end of our time tonight, I will ask everyone how many points they have from what I told you. What's the difference? Loan and borrow. Oh, I get this question all the time. Well, when I had group classes at the community college where I taught English, loan is basically the owner of the money, the person who has the money loans it to you. So a bank would be the loaner, or the loan person, or the loan place. So the bank is the loan. That's the difference between loan and borrow. Borrow is you, the person asking for the money. So if I borrow money, I'm borrowing. The bank is loaning. If I'm the bank, I am loaning, and they are borrowing. Or you, if you say, Alex, give me $1 million, I will say, sorry, I don't have that kind of money. And then I would say, I cannot loan you that money because I don't have it, right? So that would be the difference. Or like, but between friends, like my friend might say, hey, I forgot my wallet at home. Can you loan me $5? And be like, sure, here you go. You loan your friend $5. You are the owner, originator of the money. So the loaner is the originator or origin of the money, right? So you might go to a bank or a friend and borrow money. You're the borrower. They're the loaner. Make sense? I know lots of English. Sorry, Nadini, if I talked very quickly there. I'll try to slow down again. But did that answer your question, Lena? Give me an emoji if it helped. We still have 3 phrasal verbs, remember? So if that helped, let me know. And if it didn't answer. Yes. Okay, great. Now let's do the next word. Everyone ready? Yay. Okay. We're going to listen and say at home and type. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Come in. Come in. Come in. First person to type that word correctly gets 5 points. Yes, Lena. Oh, Jasmine, you were so close too. I mean, yes, you came in third, but 5 points goes to Lena. Come in. Yes. Nadini, close. Yes. Good spelling. Yep. Come in. Come in. Do you know past tense? Past tense is came in. Yes, Ludmila. Yes, Konasa. Correct. Past tense is came in. So be CA. Came in, which is past tense. So like come in, came in. So it means to arrive or enter somewhere. So that's come in, like enter. My daughter says, knocks on the door while I'm at work. Yes, good past tense spelling, Ludmila. Yes. My daughter might say, knock, knock, knock. Right? I'm like, oh, come in. And I will say that. So you can say it as a command or as part of a sentence. Okay. So for you, I want you to type a sentence using come in. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Type a sentence using come in or came in. First person gets 5 points. Come in or came in. All right. Yes. Came in, bro. Hi, Isaac. Welcome. Yeah. Come on, come in. Yes, that's a command. Come inside. Yep, Nadini, that would be one. Come in, bro. I think I'm going to give this one 5 points to Isaac. Isaac, you get 5 points because you said a conversational phrase like, come in, bro. That's actually very common. Also, again, if you're just joining me, please give this video a like and a thumbs up. That will help a lot. Okay, yes, my husband come in, but you want to say maybe past tense. You'd say my husband came in. He came in from work, or, you know, comes in. Yeah, or he comes in. Yeah, continuous present present tense. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yep, because it's the he, she, it, add s to the verb. He comes in. Good, Ludmila. Yes. So come in. Yeah. Good example sentences. I gave Isaac the 5. Okay. Now let's do 2 more phrasal verbs and get ready to make some points. Oh, good. Jasmine has another sentence. She asked me to come into her office. You know, I might wait a little bit longer to see if anybody else has a sentence with come in. Yes, especially for like a interview or the doctor's office, or she asked me to come into her office. A boss might do this, or a friend. We were coming into the place for a huge amount of time. I think that's close, Lena. We were coming into the place for a huge amount of time. I might say it this way. I might say we came to the place for a lot of time. That's another way to say that. But yeah, I guess you're saying like a past situation. We were coming to the place. It's just not quite as common in conversation, but I might say we came to the place for a long time. So I might say that. Or may not even use came. I might even just say we were at the place for a long time. But I could say coming. I mean, are you talking travel? I guess I'd need to know the context, what you mean by that. But close. We were coming into the place for a large amount of time. Yeah, close. Maybe we can talk about that another time, or we can ask. You can ask another question related. I'll try to help you a little more on that one. But yeah, I think coming into the place for a long amount of time. Okay, good. I'm gonna move on though. Okay, we have 2 more phrasal verbs we need to do. So we're gonna listen and spell this one. Are you ready? So we need to listen and type this one in the chat. 1, 2, 3. Leave on. Leave on. Leave on. How do you spell leave on? First person to type in the chat, leave on, you get 5 points. Nadini! Yes! Brandon, you were close. But yeah, leave on. Leave on. In Spanish, though, if I were to see L-I-V-E, I would probably say leave, because in Spanish, the I is an E sound. But in English, it's different. It would be I. And here is the actual spelling for that word. Leave on. Leave on. Yes, Amin. Yes, Ludmila. Yes, Kunasa. Yes, yes, Jasmine. Good job. So leave on has a couple definitions. Leave on means to go somewhere on a specific time. So leave on means to go or travel on a specific day and time. So I could say we will leave on the 8th of February for our trip. Or this July, we're leaving on the July 2nd. We're leaving on Saturday. Or we're leaving on a day. And you don't use it for time, though. You don't say we're leaving on 2 o'clock. Incorrect. With time, you want to use at. So we're gonna leave at 2 o'clock, but not on. On you use for days and months. So like we leave on Friday on January. What is this Friday? Jeez, I'm gonna look at the calendar. We leave on Friday this tomorrow. Duh. So we say I leave on Friday. I leave on January 22nd. So if I use the date and time, we'll use leave on. And it's usually with a day or a month and a number, right? So that might help you with leave on. So that's one definition of leave on. The second definition is very common too, is like to place something on something else. So you might say, Oh, I'm leaving on, where did you put my books? Oh, I left them on the table. And we'll switch it up. That's a phrasal verb too. Switch it up. Switch up means to change quickly something. We will say leave left. So we'll use the past tense left, which is spelled like this, just like, left or right, but it's for the past tense of leave in the verb form, not direction. So we'll say, I left your book on the table. Or, hi, where's my, where were my keys or my cell phone? I can't find it. Do you know where I left it? And that's a very common question we'll say in English. We'll say that. Do you know where I left? And sometimes we'll say my key. We'll add the possessive pronoun my. Do you know where I left my keys or your keys? But yeah, Kunasa, great sentence. Yes. I'm just going to give you 5 points. You jumped ahead of everybody. Sorry, you guys should have jumped on it, but I didn't give you time. But yeah, make your own sentence with leave on. I want to see your sentences. So go ahead. Type your own sentence, leave on. Nadini, I leave on Monday. Kunasa, I gave you the 5 points, so remember that. Leave on. And Nadini, you got the 5 points from earlier. But I want to see your sentences, everyone else. Remember, we have one more phrasal verb after this one, and we'll be close to finishing. Yay! Leave on. Type your own sentence. Leave on soon. Kind of, Ludmila, close, but I wouldn't say leave on soon. Actually, you don't have to say on. You could actually just remove on in that sentence, Ludmila, and just say, I leave soon. That's fine. Or we leave soon. Close, Royal Kings, but I'm going to want to put the month before that, so I'll say January 26th. But very close. Yeah, I leave on January 26th. Yeah, in English, we usually put the month before the numbers. So, but good practice. I leave on Friday. Yep, it's a good one. Yeah, excellent. All right. So if you want to type a sentence with leave on, go ahead. With past tense, Lena jumped in there. I left on my idea about changing the world. Yeah, close. Yeah, I like that. That's a very good type of sentence. But you say, I left my idea about changing the world on the table or on my journal or in my journal. You might say leave it in, and I might change left in, and I'll use in for that. But yeah, great. I understand, like a more poetic way to say that. Good. Yeah. Okay. We're going to do one more phrasal verb. Are you ready? I'm going to count to 3. And I want you to listen and type. 1, 2, 3. Come back. Come back. Come back. How do you spell come back? Ludmila. Ludmila gets 5 points. Nadini, yes. Ashi, good. Welcome, Ashi. Jasmine, good. Yes. Come back. Yep. Yeah. Kunasa, yes. Good. Does anybody know how this is spelled in the past tense? Came back. How would I spell past tense? Good, Yep. How do you spell past tense of come back? Past tense. Yes. Good, Lena. Yes. Came back. Yes, Ludmila. Yes, Ashi. Good. Came back. Great. Yep. Excellent. That's correct. So you just change the O to an A for the past tense. Come, came. Very common irregular verb in English. It's one of the most common. It's actually the top 20 verbs in the English language is come. So come, came back. Okay. So now come back means to return from going somewhere, or it's like to arrive after traveling somewhere. So I'm going to have you try a sentence. Make your own sentence with come back or came back. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Make your own sentence and it needs to be a sentence. I'll come back after 2 weeks. Yes, Nadini, you get 5 points. Right. Cool. All right. Come back. When will she come back to visit? Yeah, great way to use that in a question, Jasmine. Excellent. Yep, come back. Come back. Yep. Anybody else have a sentence with come back? Come back. Come back. Please come back again. Love to see you. Yes. Came back the loan chair as soon as possible. I don't understand fully, Lena, but good sentence. I think I need help on that sentence. We come back after vacation. I come back to travel. I came back from school. Yeah, those are good examples. And then Lena came back the loan chair as soon as possible. Oh, we would say, can you? So you're asking a little bit different. And that's actually using the phrasal verb loan back. And that also means to borrow in a way. So I think you're confused with the came because it's actually can. It's actually a question. So we'll say, can you loan me back the chair as soon as possible? I think that's how I would actually say that sentence. If you're talking about borrowing, it would be a little bit different. Or it could be like, come back tomorrow because you owe me my chair. And please come back and loan me back my chair tomorrow. So it might sound like that, Lena, if that helps. And then he came back home yesterday. Yeah, I mean, good example. All right, let's do this. I'm going to give you the code so you can get these phrasal verbs. But after that, I'm going to do one more practice with you. If you want to stay with me and listen and repeat just the phrasal verbs for pronunciation, I'll help you with that tonight too, okay? But here's the code. If you just go to Amazon.com, and when you buy Phrase It, you can type these words in there. So you can type in English Fun on Amazon, and you can get all 70 of these cards. All right, if you want to practice some pronunciation with me, stay with me. I'm going to mix these cards, and we are going to listen and say for pronunciation, just to help you a little more with your English. Sound good? If you want to stay with me, give me an emoji, a like, a thumbs up. If you feel good and you're good, you can leave. But for those who want to stay and practice a little more pronunciation, we'll say these in the present tense and the past tense. And then we'll go from there. Okay, thanks, Nadine. Here we go. Excuse me, I need a drink of water. Whew. So that's delicious water. All right, Jasmine, thank you for staying with me. Here we go. This is to help you with listening and speaking. So come back. Come back. And I'll say these twice in the present and twice in the past. One more time. Come back. Come back. Came back. Came back. Okay? Good pronunciation. All right, so as you hear me say it, I want you to listen and say at home. You can say this loud and scare your neighbor, keep people awake around you if it's nighttime, or, you're maybe on the train saying this out loud. I don't know where you are. Yeah, also, if you want to type in the chat too, say, I'm in, my room, or I'm in the country, or wherever you are, you can say where you are. Most people are at home because of COVID during this time of this video, but all right, Jose, good job with come back. Yeah. Or Carlos. Yeah. I think excellent. Yep. Okay. So now I'm gonna say them though, and we already did the typing and points. So if you're just joining me now, I'm sorry. We're ending now with just some listening and speaking for pronunciation. But if you want to spell them for practice, Carlos and Konasa again, go for it. That's great. Okay, here we go. The next word for practice is pick up. Pick up. Past tense, picked up. Picked up. Not picked. So make sure you say that again. Let's do that one more time. Picked up. And to make that sound, that T sound, I will do pick. If you can see my tongue, I don't use my voice. I just use my tongue and my teeth just a little bit, and I push air out, and I go. Tss. So I'll say picked up. Yeah. Yep. Good spelling, Ashi. Good, Kanasa. Yep. Okay, let's listen and pronounce the next one. Come up with. Come up with. Past tense, came up with. Came up with. And let's say it fast. Come up with. Came up with. Good pronunciation. Are you with me on the pronunciation? I hope so. I hope it helps you. Like, like a cobra? Or like a snake. I'm not sure what that emoji is, but yeah, that's funny. Like a snake. Okay. All right, here we go. Oh, you're thinking the pronunciation of the T. That's more like a snake, that pronunciation. But it could be kind of like that. Picked up. Yeah, kind of sounds like a snake. Okay. The next one, look up. Pronunciation for this one, look up. Look up. Okay, now listen and say past tense. Looked up. Looked up. And like Royal King said, it's kind of like an S sound there at the end again. Looked up. But it's more of a t. It's like a TS combined. Like this sound. It's like t, looked up. Or t, looked up. Kind of, depending on where I put my tongue. T, t. Usually right there. Looked up. Yep. All right. Next one is try on. Try on. Past tense, the spelling is different. We drop the Y and we spell with I-E-D. So try on becomes tried on. So listen and say try on. Past tense, tried on. Tried on. Good. Good, Ashi. Good, Kanasa. Yeah. All right, let's do this again. Remember this one? Excuse me. Catch up with. Catch up with. And you're like, why doesn't it say catch up with? Because there's an A. Well, it actually has an E sound. It's catch up with. It sounds like the bottle of ketchup that you use, but the spelling is different. And I have that. If you watch in the chat, if you go back up in the chat, you'll see the YouTube link I have in there for my video on catch up with. It has some sentences you can listen and repeat anytime on your own on YouTube here. And by the way, I have many phrasal verb videos I put together on YouTube. You can go to my channel here and find many of those for listening, understanding. Caught up with. Yes, Lena, that is the past tense. Caught up with. So let's listen and say that one. Caught up with. Caught up with. And actually, in the past tense, Lena spelled it correctly there in the chat. That T is actually a D sound. It's a D sound. So we say caught up with. In fast English. So if I'm talking very fast, I will say caught up with. And it sounds like, almost sounds like a fish. But it's not the correct spelling. What Lena typed is the correct spelling. So we'd say caught up with. Caught up with. It's a very light D, caught up with. But it will help you with your English listening and speaking. Just make sure when you're writing, you get the spelling correct. Caught up with. Okay. We just have 4 more for pronunciation. Leave on. Leave on. Left on. Left on. And in fast English, let's say that quickly. Leave on. Left on. Yes, Ashi, correct spelling. And again, quickly in the past tense, we'll say left on. Did you get it? And are you saying this at home? Are you listening and saying at home? Because that's the way you'll improve your English, by speaking it out loud. Also typing, but give me a thumbs up or a smile or like an explosion emoji if you are saying these words at home, because that is what will really help you. All right, I want to see your emojis. Find a cool emoji and be like, yes, I'm speaking. Or maybe find a talking emoji. That would be great. As you say these words. So let's do the next word as you find and type an emoji. The next word we're going to do is grow up. Yay! Thanks, Konasa. Thanks, Jasmine. All right, so let's listen and say this one. Grow up. Grow up. Grow up. Yeah, the T9 didn't allow it. Caught, yeah. Yeah, it had the spell check, and it was correct. The spell check was correct with an A-U-G-H. Yep. G-H-T. Thanks, Lena. But let's pronounce this one together. Grow up. Grow up. Past tense. Grew up. Grew up. Thanks, Royal Kings. Grew up. Grow up. Grew up. Ooh, it's like a ooh sound. Ooh, grew up. And that's how we say that one. Okay, we have two more. Give back. Give back. Thanks, Nadini. Thanks, Konasa. Give back. Give back. And then past tense, gave back. Gave back. Okay. And the next one is come in. Come in. Come in. Past tense, came in. Came in. Yeah. Oh, sorry, Jasmine. Not give up. Don't give up, but give, gave, come, came. All right. Let's say this one more time, everybody. Give back, gave back, come in, came in. And I have one more phrasal verb I want to do again, and it's this one. Boom. Come back. Please come back again next Thursday night when we practice 10 more phrasal verbs for my Phrase It card game. And then maybe the week after that, we'll do the dice again. And I may have a different kind of game to play next week or the week after. I'm coming up with another way to play this with you to help you. One idea I have to help you is to maybe, I'll say a noun, and you have to pick one of the cards that I'm holding up to say, ooh, in this situation, I would say that word. And you can get points for that. So I'm going to teach you a new game to play with this. Maybe in a week or two, we'll do a different game. But please come back and learn more English with me. Also, if you want to go deeper with your English conversation practice, I am creating a small group class. It's only for 8 weeks where we practice what we've been learning here with the Phrase It Live. But we will also have opportunity to take a quiz, do a worksheet, and get a certificate of completion for an 8-week English class from my ESL With Purpose company. And I have that link here again. I'll put it in here again. So if you want to sign up for my class, you can budget that in. It is $200, and there's only 14 spaces available. So if you pay by February 5th, you will get into the class. If you do not pay, unfortunately, I can't include you in that class. However, I will still continue to do what I can here on YouTube free when I'm able. But that's going to be a more paid class where you get, actually, it's going to be Zoom. So we'll have different screens. And, you'll see other students. You'll have opportunity to talk and ask me questions. Because here in the chat, you're just chatting, right? You're just asking me, and I can't hear your pronunciation. But in this group class, we'll work on practicing the phrasal verbs in conversation. I'll have some activities we can do and just practice group conversation. So that's great. All right. Thanks so much for joining me tonight. Again, if you want to get my Phrase It card game, you can also get my blue deck, which has 50 more phrasal verbs and 50 of the most frequently used nouns that we say in English. And it's really fun. You can match. So you can match one of these red ones with like a blue one here. And you can say something like, come into the study. And you can match these words. I played it with my children. They loved it. They played it at home. And so that's a fun game for you. And so to get 10% off on that on Amazon, just use the code EnglishFun at checkout, and you can get this. So hopefully that will help you. Yeah, thanks, Konasa. Check out the link. You do have until February 5th to pay to be included in that class. And I will, as you join each week, it doesn't have all the curriculum there now, but it will each week as we progress. I'll be giving you lessons in the quiz to take and pass if you do end up signing up for the class. Also, if for any reason the payment doesn't work on that online site, please email me directly. Here, you can email me. Please don't spam me. Please just ask me questions about English. But you can email me questions about that class if you want to join, or if you have issues paying for the class, let me know, because I could send you a PayPal link, and then if you pay that way, I can make sure that you're included and enrolled in that class. But again, there's only 14 spaces available, just so that we can make sure the conversation works well. But again, thanks for joining me tonight, everyone. This has been fun. I love teaching. This is like my pride and joy. I love teaching English, and this is a great way for me to do that to help you. Plus, I also believe I love working with different people from different backgrounds and cultures. And I know that if you learn the right kind of English, it's going to help you improve your life for business and your career and all those goals that you have. Also, here's a really cool book too. It's called the Cambridge Phrasal Verb Dictionary. It explains a lot of these phrasal verbs. Click in the comments, actually, or the description. In the description below this video, I have some links in there so you can get some of these resources for your English learning needs. All right, feel free to email me questions or ask questions here in the YouTube comments too. You can actually go after the chat and this after our live closes here. You can go to the comments and type in the comments, and I try to respond within 24 to 48 hours to YouTube comments. So if you do go to the comments, just type there your question. I can answer there too. Thanks again. Really good seeing you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful evening. I'll see you either in my class coming up February 6th in person, or I'll see you again next Thursday for our next Phrase It Live. See you then.